Yo, what's good, City Group leaders? This is Cliff here with your weekly equipping video. Today I'd love to talk to you all about practicing hospitality within City Groups, particularly through a family meal. We should care about hospitality because God has been hospitable to us. Even while we were living as His enemies, God came in to save us. He opened the door to our hearts and invited us into His presence. And so why a family meal, Cliff? I'm glad you asked. I find it amazing that God chooses a meal for us to remember the gospel. The early disciples constantly broke bread and communed together regularly, and so eating and sharing a meal together is a reminder of our need for God and His faithfulness to respond to us physically and spiritually. And so our group went through some processes and finally got to a place where we are having a weekly meal together, where it's not a burden and it's a joy, and these steps helped us to get there. So number one, in regards to a family meal, Christ. It's not about us, it's about Jesus. So we need to get over about how big our house is or how small it is or how much resources we have. It's really about just extending God's love and inviting people into the home and to have a great meal. Number two, we want to collaborate. We want to invite people to be a part of the family meal because we're a family, right? And so we can get burned out by trying to have a meal and make it every single week on our own. When we invited our entire group to be a part of that, it was awesome. Thirdly, communal. Have a theme. We've had taco nights, we've had barbecue nights, and most recently for my birthday on the 23rd, we actually had a Brenner. We had breakfast for dinner. It was awesome. Lastly, we have communication, right? Communication and care. A lot of groups have used things like Facebook or a group text, which can get pretty annoying getting those go through your phone. But we use WhatsApp, highly recommended tool that you can download for free and use that as a communication medium. And care is so important for you all. Remember, it's all about Jesus. So we'd encourage you before your meal to go ahead and pray. That's always awesome, to give thanks to God for being able to give you all the providence and the provision to be able to have a meal. But two, you also want to be able to share stories and celebrate what God's doing in your life. So that's the great tips on having a family meal, and feel free to invite a brother over to dinner anytime soon.